Welcome back, Patriots. Where in the hell is Donald Trump? I'm telling you, we're heading into something that's really, it's going to be tough. Things are about ready to snap. This censorship that is coming down, what the left is trying to pull by non-personing everybody just right of center, is off the charts. And the last thing we need is a few more tweets from Donald Trump. Donald, get off your stupid ass and actually do something. People are pouring over the border in record numbers. Where the hell are you? We've got censorship like we've never seen before. Where are you? I gotta tell you, I am so sick of the liberals. They are people that come up to me now and say that, well, I'm liberal, but I'm not, I'm a moderate liberal. Screw you. There are no moderate liberals anymore. It's like to me, these moderate Muslims. I mean, I'm sorry. You cannot convince me that calling yourself a liberal or Democrat now doesn't put you in the boat of the treasonous bastards that are censoring everybody and using fear as a tactic. I mean, there are people afraid. I'm talking every day. They won't buy the Trump hats because they're afraid they're getting knocked out. People are telling me stories about how they get, their sons or their relatives are getting beat the hell out of because they wear a Trump hat. This is America, and people are afraid to express their political opinions because liberals, these fascist bastards, it's coming to a head. Got a woman here from Israel originally who working in Chicago for a state agency. I asked her, how do the American Jews feel right now about the fact that the liberals and the Democratic Party seem to be dissing on them and supporting Islam. You know what she told me? She was told to shut up, keep quiet. Her husband from Cuba, whose family escaped the communism, studied 3 years to become a teacher, won't take the job now because they're telling him the same thing. Have we already lost? I ain't lost. I'm going to stay out there and keep fighting until they cut me down. I don't know how many real Americans are out here anymore. Because I run into a lot of cucks out there. People afraid to wear their Trump hats. People are afraid to wear the t-shirts. Now they're afraid to even mention InfoWars. Oh my God, there I go. On the internet, for afraid they'll be cut off. Fight back. Go get one of my designs. Well, yeah, that's a good way to do it. At least I'm not popular enough yet. They will be cutting me off. Maybe they will. Who the hell knows? All I know is we got to fight. So go to my shop. I got a few new designs up and get them or just put something in my kitty. Help me out. If you can't do anything else, pray for me. Anyway, God bless you. Let's get to the streets. Apparently Israel was getting bombed.
Unfortunately, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, listen, it's a reality. There is nothing to do.
I hear it's one of the nicest places to be. Aside from the bombings, one of the nicest, safest places to be.
Yeah. There is very high level of security, and the people, they are different. So because the people knows how life could be short, they very appreciate their life, and they are more friendly each to other. And
politically, now it seems maybe you can help me out here, because there seems to be, thank you very much, very kind. There seems to be a bit of a disconnect in a way, in the sense that for a long time, American Jews seem to be voting very much liberal.
that's true.
But now,
But hopefully it changed.
yeah, lately it seems like the Democrats are becoming out very anti-Semitic.
Abounded to Jewish people, right?
How is this playing with the Jewish community? I mean, what is...
Like, I can tell you from the place where I'm working. I'm working in a huge state company, and our corporate totally liberal. Some of lower level employees 50-50, but corporate full liberal, unfortunately.
But how is the fact that, you got Omar coming out saying all these anti-Semitic things, and, you have Pelosi that's kind of like, just, yeah, she's okay. I mean, not talking.
It's about it. So hopefully many people wake up now and they start voting conservatives. But let's see how it's going. It has to be something.
Yeah, I would think that it would give pause to a lot of liberals, Jewish liberal people that have always, voted left, that the Democrats now seem to be just, disrespecting the Jewish community now.
Yep.
And siding or leaning more towards, Islam and,
Right.
And you don't see anybody questioning that, or
Maybe there is, but SME not allowed you to speak that loud as Islamic people speak. Maybe because they're controlling most of the SME. I don't know what the reason. Maybe because our Illinois Senate, 70% they're Muslim, Jesse Jackson, Louis Farrakhan, they are Muslims and they are support Islam.
yeah.
Probably because of that. I have no idea, but the situation in Illinois is that.
Yeah, and you personally, how do you, or where do you lean politically on?
What do you mean?
Or do you vote? I mean, how do you vote? Are you left? Are you conservative? Are you?
Last election, I registered as a Republican, and my manager, she called me and she says to me, "It's very nice. We live in America. America is a democratic country, but speak less about."
Really?
Yes.
She actually told you, cautioned you to.
Yes. And that's it. No, so it's like in case I'm working for a state company. So if I want to keep the job, I have to shut up.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it's true. Unfortunately,
Yeah, but that's so.
there is no democracy. It shows that there is no democracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like, I'm sorry, but that's repressive.
Yeah, but that's repressive. But in case, if they want to fire me, they're not gonna look. Oh, you're gonna be fired because you have different opinion. They will find something
finding an
that I
excuse.
failed. Yeah, in my professional job, and that's it.
Because just recently, it's in the news right now. There's a big crackdown on the social media, especially on anything right of center.
Right.
Laura Loomer, are you familiar with her?
Yes, she was banned from
Yes.
Facebook, Twitter. Yep.
And I watched a video this morning of her. She went into the Facebook office and says, I am a Jewish American conservative.
Yes.
And I have broken no rules on Facebook, and I want to speak to somebody. And of course, they
Right,
called the
free speech.
police on her, and they kicked her. Yeah.
And my husband, he's Cuban.
Ah,
and he's the same. And he wants to study to start. He's like from Cuba. He's a teacher, and he wants to study teaching job. And he was for 3 years. He was a substitute teacher. So he came last May. He says, "Mommy, I'm sorry, but I cannot go. School is so liberal. I have to keep my no intention."
yeah. Most of the, of course, Cuban Americans I've spoken to are extremely conservative because they came from that repression in Cuba, so they know what
is misunderstanding,
yes, what
is
the
being
left
free.
does and how it means.
Yeah. So he says to me, "I'm so sorry, I cannot keep the job. So I know we're gonna be in need. I know that we have to start again until all established, but I cannot any 1 hour come to that school because everyone is brainwashed,
Yes.
and I have to keep myself like two faces, but I can't, and I scared that I can damage something more serious than like just to smile."
Too bad. We need people to speak to the children. You know, we need some conservatives in there. I speak to a lot of teachers out here that run into that same problem, that the educate, and it started actually a long time ago. There is a KGB agent
Yes.
that defected in '58, and you can see his interview on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he said, our plan to take over the United States was a 40-year plan. And we couldn't do it militarily because you're too strong.
Right.
So he said, what we did is we implanted people in the school boards. And
It looks like true.
yeah, and he said after a couple of generations, you wind up getting, you know, Bernie Sanders running for office, and right. And so that's how they plan to do it, is to take us over on the inside using the school system to do it.
It looks like true, yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like they come close to succeeding, but I don't know if it's going to, because I do run into a lot of children that aren't falling for it, and a lot of people now are homeschooling.
Yes. Like I'm saying, like thanks God, my son is graduated and from high school and from university, but was with the next generation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's see. Hopefully everything is gonna be back. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
Michael, thank you. I gotta tell you, if you're not pissed off, then there's something wrong with you. There's no more sitting on the sidelines, folks. Help me out there. Contribute. Something am I kidding? Because I'm going to fight these bastards until they cut me down, or I cut them down, or we cut them down. God bless you. See you on the streets.